My neighbor asked me to water her plants. Then I found this. It started with something small, something completely normal. 3 days before everything changed, my neighbor knocked on my door. Her name was Clara. She had lived across the hall for almost a year, but we had barely spoken, just the occasional smile in the hallway or a quick good morning while grabbing mail. She always seemed polite, quiet, the kind of person who kept to herself. That afternoon, she looked a little rushed. "Hey," she said, holding a small key, "I'm leaving town for a few days. Could you water my plants?" I shrugged. It sounded harmless. "Sure," I said. She handed me the key. "Just every other day is fine." Then she hesitated. "And if you hear anything in the apartment, it's probably just the pipes." That sentence felt oddly specific, but I didn't think much of it at the time. 2 days later, I used the key. The moment I opened the door, something felt off. Not messy, not broken, just strange. The apartment smelled like lavender and old books. Plants were everywhere. On the windowsills, on shelves, hanging from the ceiling. It looked more like a small greenhouse than an apartment. I walked in slowly, carrying the small watering can she had left on the kitchen counter. Everything seemed normal, almost too normal. That's when I noticed something unusual. There were no personal photos anywhere. No family pictures, no friends, no travel souvenirs. Just plants and silence. I started watering them one by one. Snake plants, ferns, small succulents. Each had a little white tag on it with a number on it. Plant number 12. Plant number 18. Plant number 23. It looked more like a catalog system than decoration. Who numbers their plants? I was halfway through watering them when I heard it. A sound. Very faint, like something moving. I froze. The sound came from the hallway. A slow scraping noise. Then silence. My brain immediately remembered what Clara had said. It's probably just the pipes. Except pipes don't scrape across floors. I walked toward the hallway carefully. 3 doors. Bathroom, bedroom, and one door at the very end. Closed. I tried the bathroom first. Nothing. Just a spotless sink and a mirror. Then the bedroom. Again, nothing strange. Perfectly made bed, empty closet, no photos, no personal items. It almost looked like no one actually lived there. Then I stood in front of the last door. The handle was cold. For a moment, I thought about leaving. Water the plants, lock the door, forget everything. But curiosity won. I opened it. The room inside wasn't a room. It was a storage space. Dark, windowless, but the walls were covered in something. Photos. Dozens of them. No, hundreds. Pinned everywhere. People. Different people. Men, women, some smiling, some walking down streets, some entering buildings. At first, I thought it was some kind of photography hobby. But then I noticed something worse. Some of the photos were clearly taken without the person noticing. Across the street, through car windows, from behind corners, like surveillance. My stomach tightened. In the center of the wall was a large corkboard with red strings connecting photos, like something out of a crime documentary. But that wasn't the worst part. One photo was circled in red marker, and I recognized the building behind the person. It was my building. The next photo made my heart stop. It was taken in the hallway, right outside my apartment, and the person in the photo was me. The picture was from 2 nights ago. I was unlocking my door, completely unaware someone had been watching. Under the photo was a small note, just 3 words. Next subject confirmed. My heart started pounding. I stepped back. Suddenly, every sound in the apartment felt louder. The refrigerator humming, the floor creaking under my shoes. I realized something horrible. Clara didn't just ask me to water her plants. She asked me to enter her apartment. Alone. With the door closed. No witnesses. That's when I heard the front door. Opening. Very slowly. The sound echoed through the apartment. A calm voice followed. "You aren't supposed to find that." My blood froze. Clara. She wasn't supposed to be back for 3 more days. I looked around the storage room desperately. No window, no second exit, just the hallway behind me. Her footsteps were slow, careful, almost relaxed. "You know," she said softly from the hallway, "I was wondering how long it would take." The floor creaked closer. 1 day, 2 days, maybe 3. I backed deeper into the room, trying to stay silent. My eyes landed on something sitting on the table. A small camera, still recording, a red light blinking. She had been filming everything. Her footsteps stopped outside the door. "You can come out," she said. Silence. Then a small laugh. "Or I can come in." The door began to open. Slowly. Very slowly. My brain finally reacted. I grabbed the camera from the table and threw it across the room. It smashed loudly against the wall. Clara gasped. That moment of surprise was enough. I ran, straight past the doorway, straight past her. She'd tried grabbing my arm but missed. I sprinted through the apartment and slammed the front door open, then ran down the hallway, not stopping, not looking back. The police arrived 15 minutes later. They searched her apartment. What they found was worse than anyone expected. The photos, the recordings, the notes. Apparently, Clara had been documenting strangers for years, studying them, following routines, learning schedules. The police still aren't sure exactly why, but they believe she was choosing people, carefully, one by one, and preparing for something she never got the chance to finish. Clara disappeared that night. No one knows where she went. The police never found her. But a week later, they returned my belongings, including something they found in her apartment. A folder with my name on it. Inside were 27 photos of me, leaving work, buying groceries, entering my building, sleeping with my window open, and the last photo was taken the day she asked me to water her plants, from inside the hallway, right behind me. I moved out 2 weeks later. Different city, different building, different life. But sometimes, late at night, I still think about something. One small detail. Something I didn't notice until much later. On the wall of photos in that storage room, there were empty spaces. Dozens of them, with numbers written underneath. Waiting for the next subjects.